So today we're going to be doing a review on the Public Investing app. We're going to be talking about the pros and the cons when it comes to using Public. Now also at the end I will have a video where you're going to actually go through the process of signing up. So if you're curious how that looks like, stick around. Now, I'm going to also have a link in the show notes down below for you if you're going to be interested in getting started with Public. That link helps support out the channel and pays the bills, but it also gives you a chance to get started right away and gets you a free stock slice. Now, the first and most important thing when it comes to using Public Investing app is the fact that it is free to use entirely. There is zero fees when it comes to getting your account up and running. Now, when it comes to investing into stocks and ETFs, it is also as low as $1 to get in, which means that there are fractional shares available. They call them slices, but effectively it allows you to buy in dollar amounts instead of full stock prices, which is really nice for a lot of beginner investors. So one of the big cons when it comes to using Public is that there is no option trading. So this might be a pretty big con for some people when it comes to going on a trading platform. So something to keep in mind. Now, when it comes to being able to go through the process and buy and sell your stocks, they have a social aspect to this. Now, this is partially pro and con in the sense that you are pretty much allowing people to see your purchases and your selling. Now, you can put this on private if you want to, but this could be a good thing and a bad thing for some people based off of seeing what other people are doing and maybe being enticed or encouraged to buy or sell. So something to keep in mind, the social aspect is really cool. It's very much like a thread, kind of like on Venmo or even just on other social media platforms where you can see activity happening in real time. So another great pro when it comes to a lot of beginner investors is the fact that they have themes available for you. And this is a really great way to find companies that are maybe in a section that you really want to focus in on. So if you care about like self-driving cars or green energy or, meatless production, you can actually find these companies through these themes to make sure that you're kind of following along with the type of investing that you want to do. Now, the user interface is really nice. It's very easy to utilize as far as functionality. It's fairly close and similar to Robinhood if you've ever used that app. The biggest downside to the overall user interface is the fact that it's not available on desktop as of this recording. So currently it is only available on mobile devices. Now, aside from being able to buy your stocks with dollar amounts, which is pretty much with the fractional slices, you can also actually do other order types such as limit orders and stop orders as well. So if you're somebody who wants different order types available for you, you're going to be able to find them here on Public. Now, a con when it comes to using Public is that you won't be able to do a retirement account or even a custodial account. So this is pretty much just going to be a taxable account for you, which is not necessarily the worst thing, but unfortunately those other options are not currently available. Now, when it comes to actually using your investments and having your money working for you, Public actually allows you to do what they call a DRIP. And this is going to be great for a lot of long-term investors where you can have your dividends reinvested back into the companies that paid them out. Now, another great pro when it comes to using Public Investing is the fact that they have instant deposit. To be frank, I don't know the limits on it. I would assume it's somewhere around $1,000, but this effectively allows you to deposit money and have it instantly available to start investing with. So that way, while it's transferring from your bank within those couple of business days, you have access to that money right away. And for those that are very, very new to investing and maybe are trying to do different things with investments, they actually have really nice warnings for you on certain stocks depending on what's going on in the market. So these warnings really just give you some extra insight in case maybe you're not as familiar with what's going on. Now, the research and the data is fairly limited on this Public Investing app, which is kind of similar to a lot of other investing platforms. So I always encourage to get additional information from other websites so that way you can make sure that you are getting all the information you need from these given stocks. Now, some other really cool quick insights when it comes to using Public is that they have a chart where you can see how you're doing since you started investing in a certain stock, which is a really cool feature to have, as well as the ability to separate your long-term investments from maybe your short-term investments. So you can kind of have a little bit of a separation between those two different types of stocks. Now, a small little con here as well too, for some of those that are maybe bigger into investing, there is no margin trading, at least as of yet, when it comes to utilizing Public. Now, one of the best pros when using Public is the fact that when you sign up, you get that free stock slice like I mentioned earlier, which I will have a link for in the show notes down below. And like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to have a video right over here to show you exactly how to go through the sign up process for Public Investing. My name is Dennis, and I will see you over in this next video.